And then Saint Poet Peter will stare at me with an unrelenting bouncer gaze. Lightning will strike so close I piss myself and rain a coward's obscurity on those who still have a chance to interpret me as a bad example. The end of the word.
The end of the word.
A bouquet. Oh, obviously you're loving me. A bouquet of egos blooming as brilliant as mushroom clouds, eating inward from surrounding horizons. Britney Spears was our only hope.
Oh, God.
Shadow puppet wars. I sag across straight shadows, slowly wondering what hands might turn into. And Abraham Lincoln is eaten by an alligator who is just emptied into 2 sets of monster thin hunter legs carrying bloated bellies. They fade into light. These puppets are not and were never tangible. They mean nothing but time spent creating nothing from something that is my Escher-like hand drawing itself. My need to explain this is something not entirely different. The highs and the lows are in no way over, as the last of my puppet thoughts walk the plank of nothing and strive to make an end something entirely different. Neil Young's in the background, putting the creative process of 10,000 self-absorbed, potentially stoned writers into perspective. In my mind, I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Soon, the song throws shadows across our eyes and leaves us helpless, helpless, helpless. Still craving junk food and burping salmon.
All right, thank you, Paul P. Now, welcome to the stage, Andy-O.
You guys fucking rock for being here to support poetry. Tell everybody you know to come out and support poetry.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
That wasn't pandering. Okay, it was pandering, so fuck what. I'm not above a little pandering.
No, it's not enough time.
Okay. How do lives collide with such grace? Fingers in new hair, those curls, beginning eyes, new seeing of landscapes of skin. What's that thing? To whispers for the first time, this time, into a soft ear of yearning. So quiet the heart, it races so. So hoping, so wanting, so this time maybe, if one doesn't see the flaw, the huge, huge flaw that ends every dance of love, the biggest flaw, being human. That's the end of that poem.
That's the end? That rocks.
Did you ever do these things? When you got bad breath, did you ever use these things? You know, these little deals?
That's how you ended it? That was awesome.
All right, yeah.
That was awesome.
Back in the 60s, you used to use this to take acid with.
Give it to me!
And now you use it to not have bad breath.
I don't know. It's in my house.
Times have changed.
Don't worry about
Took
it.
it backwards?
All right, I got one more, and then we're gonna have Big Papa G
No,
up
you
here.
got
Has to go with it?
I'm
Alright.
sorry. You don't. That you've got to
All right.
want that one.
All right, I will. I'll send it to you.
Sir Kelly.
My name's Kelly.
This is a mythology that I made up.
God,
It's called
That was
Christophine
awesome.
and Heradan.
you're embarrassing.
The bird-like whisperings, too, as thrushes and lions and seraphim, these beings who we have no Latin appellation for. The easy betrayal, the clawed skull stacked in exile and vile, emptied nest. Hers was a sacred heart. His was a bitter eye, embittered, resentful, and covetous. His drowning, wild, his freezing memories. This was Heradan before his rebirth, when his spirit walked naked and invisible across the grasses of open Wyoming. When he fed on pronghorn footprints and reappeared brand new like a shiny fresh Florida state porter. Christophine, whose song was appetite. Her lyrics were songs of unknown miraculous words, exuberant as jetling children, her thoughts these philosopher cormorant thinkings, made home where she flecked pebbles from her tawny abyss. Her migrant computer shorn of ugly knowledge beloved, Harridan loved the ways of Christophine. In his youth he sought to engulf her and share in her dreamscapes, only to find himself stuck in the form of Benjamin Franklin's writing desk, or eventually as a shroud torn and caught on a silver nail, where she plucked him as a scarf and wore him in her hair, unseen rays of hair. And thus did Harridan find his happiest place until she devoured herself and gave birth to both of them outside the tidings of Sanskrit and the sage, out of the texts of Texas, and out of the heartbeats of Tupac, Dizzy, and Woody. The bird-like saxophone passages of their two-bodied passion now are as cloudbursts you never see, and chimes too quiet for man, too loud to be ignored, too quiet for man, or too quiet to be forgotten. Now angel, now muse, now wind, now air. Thank you.
Andy just gave me some acid. Woo, I'm getting off. All right, that was Andy O. Andy O's got CDs for sale, not here, but out in the record stores. Coyote Poets of the Universe, their first album. Go get it. Listen to it. That'll conclude our open mic for tonight. Give it up for Al, Alyssa, Nicole, Dino, Wayne Zen, Mary Ann, Paul P, and Andy O. And welcome to the stage, Paulie.
Knock it off. All right. First of all, before we get our fantabulous feature up here, what is this?
It's a tip jar.
That she's got it. No, it's a tip jar. I don't know, honey. Let me do my rap here. All right, we asked for a suggested donation for the slam here because art ain't free. $5 is a suggested donation. If you don't have it, put in what you can. Please. We need to get to St. Louis. We need to pay our feature for tonight. And we're going to start right over here. All right, our feature tonight hails all the way from Austin, Texas. He's been a member of several national slam teams, including the 1999 team, which co-won the national slam. It was like a Bay Area victory. Got a showdown in front here too.
There's so many people shitting at you.
Alrighty. He has worked at Kinko's. He has ripped off Kinko's. As we all have. Starving artist, that is your job in life, to rip off Kinko's. Support your mom and pop coffee shops and rip off Kinko's. Now please put your hands together and bring a fabulous Denver welcome and bring up Big Papa E!
In all the marsh.
Right on! You be the biggest asshole.
I'll pull a stage dive and take your greasy punk ass out. I wade through the arching, twisting, gnashing, nerve full of elbows and knuckles, and I will fuck up any Drew foolish enough to meet my gaze. For I'm a lumbering behemoth with a 6-foot-tall spiked mohawk and a pierced uvula. I got arms like hobbies. Fists like anvils, neck like a sewer pipe, head like a Volkswagen. I shrug my mighty shoulders and sweaty punks go flying through the air like gnats off a yak's back. Yea, though I march through the valley in the shadow of punk rock music, I shall feel no punk, for I am a bigot, the baddest, the meanest, the no pain feelingest, jackbooted tuggingest, steel toe howlingest, no tooth grinninest, Boba Fett walkingest, Wookiee stalkingest, punk rock motherfucker in all the valley. As a matter of fact, I made the valley with one mighty drag of my pinky toe. Goddamn! Shazam! Denver Poetry Slam! Motherfucking green eggs in ham! Somebody say amen! Amen! Somebody say a woman! Amen! standing in the corner all by myself, watching the mosh pit mayhem from afar, skinny, in a green Weezer t-shirt. It don't mean nothing, because I don't have to prove myself to nobody. Damn!
You put the podium away. You're awesome.
Okay, whose mom snuck here to the front row? Okay.
What?
I'm just playing. You're drunk. You've been having a good time, haven't you? You're gonna sit right up in the front, aren't you? Yeah, we're gonna be talking all feature long, aren't we?
All you gotta do is say Paul.
Paul. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, my pimps for this evening, Lucretia and Mama Cass. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fucking fast. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lord.
You want to
It's gonna be one of those features.
I'm going in the back.
No, you gotta stay. You
I don't
gotta
think
stay.
so.
Fine, I'll
This
be
is
fine.
your room, not mine.
I don't know quite what to do now. I'm being upstaged by the drunk lady in the front. Give it up for the drunk lady in the front. I have a feeling she's gonna be following me all over the United States, so I might as well get used to her now. What's your name?
Callie.
Callie, shut the fuck up so I can do my poem, okay? Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 97. Kissing you. All right, baby, we can't be doing that, all right? You can sit there, but you can't be yelling and shouting silly shit, okay? I'll get with you later. I know how you like it. Listen, baby, I got the hookup for you later, baby. You know. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 97. Kissing you is like. All right. You're gonna piss me off now. You need to shut the fuck up, or you're gonna have to leave. All right? We cool? I'm chastising you from stage in front of 250 million people. You need to shut the fuck up, all right? We cool? Are we cool? Give it up for the lady who is now cool as old school, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 97. Kissing Lou is like shooting up with Novocaine. I don't feel a thing. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 111. Loving you is like losing my keys for 6 months. I'm going nowhere. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 123. China would envy you if it knew about the wall around your heart. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 211. I wanted her to spoon me, but she ended up knifing me instead. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 253. You are useless as the alcohol swab before lethal injection. Think about that shit. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 415. If you love something, let it go. If it does not come back, then kill it.
If it doesn't come back,
And finally,
it's not yours.
bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 2503. Tonight is the first night in 3 years I did not think of you. Wait, fuck. Was anybody here the last time I came to Denver?
Where are you from?
Did you guys know the pain I was going through at the time? I was touring the United States with my girlfriend at the time, who's an amazing person, an amazing poet named Hillary Thomas, but we had broken up on the road in the van 3 weeks before. I'm not gonna say that I was the smartest person in the world to come up with the idea to tour across the country with my girlfriend for 3 months in a van, but I'm also the person who decided to continue that road trip with my ex-girlfriend, and it was the most painful fucking shit ever. And you guys don't even know, but this was the most horrible night of the entire tour. the last time I came to Denver, we both ended up crying and saying, I think I can quote myself, I think you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
And you don't tell Hillary Thomas that. I was in Leslie Munoz's house too, and she must have been like, holy fucking shit, they're breaking up in my living room. They're staining my living room with fucking energy. Oh, and that energy caught on, didn't it? Oh, you're bitter about love, aren't you?
I'm not.
Who's
happy.
bitter about love?
Yeah!
In honor of the bitterness of love that we all feel, especially Gretchen up here, I'm gonna read a poem called
By the way.
13 Metaphors for Why We Should Never Date.
I want to hear those.
13 metaphors for why we should never date.
We hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report that Wesley Willis is alive and well and right here in Denver, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to take a quick break and escort 2 people out of the room. Give them a big applause, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing shit. All right.
Well, I had to do it.
Baby, you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nancy, you should.
Well, it was just part of the gig. I'm sorry.
That's okay, but you guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. You guys
Oh, I mean, but you're cool.
Thank you.
Gotta go, guys.
I had fun, did you?
Nancy, put that shit down. Put it down.
go.
I'm leaving. I don't need an escort. I didn't want to be
Put it
here
down.
anyway.
The world is falling down at its ears, man. Hold me, Polly. Okay.
All right, let's give it up for the pre-show warm-up. Okay, and now we're gonna read Bring Back Up. Give him your love he needs. The dude's been having menus thrown at him and shit. We love, and we are gonna bring back up Big Papa E.
We hate you.
I hate you too, Dad. Okay, so I had this really fucked up breakup, and we're still friends now, but we're not really talking. So the friend thing is theoretical. But here's a poem called 13 Metaphors for Why We Should Never Date. You are the jagged, rusty tip of a nail sticking out of a polished wooden banister. And I am the little kid sliding down that banister in baby blue felt pajamas. You are the computer hard drive grinding to a complete halt. And I am the last 200 pages of the great American novel written in a mad 12-hour rush that were never saved. Feel me on this. You are the speeding train hurtling toward the stalled Greyhound. And I am the cure for cancer whispered by the bus driver seconds before impact. You are the answering machine that eats the tape. And I am the telephone call from Ed McMahon saying you've just won $26 million if you just call back now. You are a small furry rodent wrapped tightly in duct tape. And I am Richard Gere. You are the bullet and I am the Kennedy. I didn't say it was gonna be pretty. You are rock and I am scissors. You are scissors and I am paper. You are paper and I am rock. You are Gollum and I am Frodo's ring finger. You are a daytime Emmy Award and I am Susan Lucci. You are a ham sandwich and I am Mama Cass. You are a super tanker bulging with oil and I am Alaska. You are George W. Bush and I am Alaska. You are George W. Bush, and I am freedom of speech rolling in its grave. I am Ronald Reagan. No, you are Ronald Reagan, and I'm so glad that you're in a fucking grave. You are the Matrix Reloaded. And I don't have to say anything besides that, because you fucking suck! You are the dog that ate the cat that ate the rat that had the fleas that bit me and gave me the bubonic plague. You are the Catholic Church. And I'm not gonna go there. You are the proposed sequel to The Goonies, and I am Corey Feldman. Waiting for that phone call for 15 years. Which is to say, you and I do not go together like peas and carrots. We go together like candy apples and razor blades. And I am aware of this. I know this. And yet, at 3 in the morning, I find myself staring at the ceiling and thinking about you. That shit took 15 minutes to get through. All right, I have a new poem. I've only read it once in my entire life, and I'm about to read it for you now. Yes, and the impetus for this poem happened right here in this room. It was just some like in-between patter sort of stuff, and I expanded it from there, so I wrote it in this room. So, It always happens. I'll rock a microphone and I'll feel 10 foot tall and luminous, steel-toed and bulletproof. But then I'll walk triumphantly off stage, and inevitably, some tall fucker walks up to me and feels compelled to state the obvious. Wow, Big Papa E, you're not very big, now are you? Well, allow me to retort. Fuck you, tall motherfuckers, short people rock! Being short is not something you have to compensate for, you thyroid-induced freak. Being short kicks ass. If this venue were engulfed in smoke and flames like a great white concert, tall people would fall to their knees trying to suck up all the good air. But us short people, we just walk right the fuck out. Because it's all good air when you're this short. It's been clinically proven that tall people die younger than short people. And why? Brain damage from bashing their fucking heads on everything. I never bump my head on anything. If I bump my head on something, that shit is too fucking low. And don't talk to me about reaching shit. Oh, hell no. That's why the good Lord invented chairs and tall people. Bitch, give me that tuna can off the top shelf now. And yes, the rumors are true. We short guys do have small penises. But that's why we invented cunnilingus. You see, we invented cunnilingus. Short people rock! Nothing ever good came from a tall person. Einstein, that motherfucker was 4'11". Gandhi, that little bitch was 4'9". Tori Amos comes to my hip. And have you ever seen the Shroud of Turin? I have. They should have called it the tea towel of Turin. Why do you think the Romans put Jesus up on that big ass cross? So we could see his wee midget ass. Short people rock! We are environmentally sound. We use less water when we shower, eat less food, need less legroom, and half as much fabric for our clothing. SUVs haven't killed the ozone layer. It's you fucking tall people. The taller you are, the more fucking useless you are. George W. Bush, that motherfucker is 7'9". Now, I don't want you to think that I'm about drinking haterade. Because that's not what I'm all about. With me, it's all love, love. Fuck tall people! Fuck tall motherfuckers who stand in front of you at concerts and movies. Fuck tall people who take up the whole damn bed like they own it. Fuck tall people on their pointy ass elbows and their gangly ass knees knocking shit over all the time. Fuck basketball! The only good thing about basketball is that the NBA has corralled all those who shall be shot first. Oh yes! The revolution is indeed coming, and the revolution will not be supersized, it will be minimized. And when the short people of this world unite and rise up, you might not be able to tell right away. But when steel-toed old boot-shaped bruises appear on long-ass shins the world over, you will know that me, Gary Coleman, that kid from Webster, Mini-Me, the fucking Oompa Loompas have finally had enough of your shit and have begun taking over the world one step stool at a time. Represent!